Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Marky Picks. And today I got another six-pick prize pick slip for you, covering some MLB, some college football, and Thursday night NFL football. Quick recap on yesterday's slip. We did it again. We came up just a bit short on the 6 for 6, but still a very profitable day. We went 5 out of 6 on the main slip. Very strong day. We were so close to getting that 6 for 6 once again. Um, if you had any success, let me know down in the comments section below. Let me know how y'all guys did on yesterday's picks. Let me know if you only played the main slip. Let me know. I want to know if you guys are having any success on these picks. I mean, these are just free greens that I'm just giving away every single day. So if you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit the like on this video and subscribe to the channel so you just keep on supporting these videos, and that way these videos get out to more people that need them, that need free wins playing prize picks. So quick recap on yesterday's slip. Aaron Nola. Now this one was a little tight there. I was expecting him to go 3 innings. He actually only faced 8 batters, so one time through the order, pretty much. And it came down to the last batter, which was Pajes. He was able to get a strikeout on the last batter there in the second inning. And ironically enough, I had him projected for like 15 points, I believe. So this projection was spot on. So it's a rare occurrence that happens when my projections are spot on with the number, and Nola actually hit that number. Ironically enough, it is my favorite team as well. So we were spot on there. Jameson Taillon over 2.5 pitcher strikeouts. So depending on when you got this line in, I think his line moved to 3. It went up to 3. So if you got 3, then it tied. But when I put it in, I got it at 2.5 because it was just really good value at the time. I locked it in. So we locked it in at 2.5. It did become a goblin as well. The 2.5 strikeouts, it became a goblin pick. So depending on where you got that at, it should have went over or tied it at least. I got it. It went over. Yamamoto, I took the other half of this Phillies and Dodgers game. As being a Phillies fan, I knew my team had to step up there. We can't go down. We can't go down like this again, back-to-back years. The top three of the lineup, man, they finally showed up. Turner, Schwarber, Harper, they all did something in this game. Even though they did sell in that 5th inning, they didn't get those runs in. I thought that was going to come back to bite us because it always usually does. It didn't in this game. Ranger Suarez came out of the bullpen, and just ate up that Dodgers lineup all game long. And Yamamoto, he just couldn't get it going. He was leaving a lot of stuff middle of the plate, which was opposite of what Snell did in his last start. And you can't leave stuff middle of this Phillies lineup. They got way too much power, and they showed it in this game. Miles Butler, I didn't really watch much of this game. I was keeping track of it, just like stats. I turned on here and there during commercial breaks and stuff. But this is another one that my projections were spot on once again. I believe we had him projected around 37 receiving yards, and look at that, we had him projected right on 37. So projections did really, really strong tonight. And he only had 3 catches, but I knew he wasn't a high volume guy, so I knew this could have had some risk, but the number was low enough, the matchup was favorable, and again, my projection was spot on. So right there, and Kenny Odom, another one that went under his number. I can't remember what we had him projected at. I think it was 61. So another one that was pretty strong on the projection as well. Again, it was just really a tough matchup for him. He did end up getting like a 44-yard reception there in that 4th quarter, which really started to put some sweat into this ticket. Because, he was at like 10 or 16 receiving yards, I believe, around there, like throughout 3 quarters of the game. It wasn't until like the 4th quarter he got a big passing play. But I knew we were still looking good because, the game was almost over and Liberty was just running out the clock. So that was strong. And Bryce Miller was the one that slipped up. Man, and it was looking good early. It wasn't looking terrible. It was looking pretty much on pace to hit the over. He got in some 2-strike counts. He just couldn't find a way to get strikeouts on these Tiger hitters. And, if you looked at yesterday's analysis as well, I gave y'all the percentages now. I don't give y'all just my projection. I'm giving y'all even more analysis now into these picks. So I gave him the projection there. I think he had like the riskiest hit percentage out of them, and it turned out that was also the case. So it's still a solid, profitable day. You're not going to hold me down that long. We're gonna keep getting these greens consistently. That's really what I've been doing over these last few weeks. Is I've been hitting consistent greens. We've had some slip ups here and there, but we're back on the winning edge again today. Here's a couple of my other slips that I played in on the offset of this. I had a couple 4-pick slips. It was really a strong bankroll builder day for me all around. Very, very strong day. And I hit that Bryce Harper demon that you see there on the bottom 4-pick slip. I just threw that in just for, just because I expected him to do something in this game. He ended up doing something. So I'm also mixed. This is what you guys should be doing on these picks as well. You should be splitting these picks up. Since I'm hitting at this consistent rate, just take like the free picks, really. Because I'm on fire right now. So these projections are hot. Take advantage while you can while these are hot. So I got 6 plays for you guys today covering MLB, NFL, and some college football. So let's go ahead and dive right into the first one. First pick, we got Christopher Sanchez over 30.5 pitcher fantasy score. My projection is at 34.86 with a 56.42% hit rate. Very, very high. This is my strongest pick of the slip by far. I am not even using Phillies bias in this one. This line's way too small. Unless you think the Dodgers are going to come out here and just put up a bunch of runs on Sanchez, I don't think that's happening. Phillies got the momentum right now. I think this goes 5 games now, seeing what the Phillies did yesterday. I think this is going to be a spot where the Dodgers, they just saw Sanchez, a few days ago. So, yeah, they might limit the strikeouts. I could see that being a possibility, but I still think Sanchez finds a way to keep them off the board in the run department. So, I think that's why this line, I got this, on Saturday, it was at 32.5. I smashed the over there and it hit. This dropped by a couple here, so I'm taking the over again. I don't think this stays at 30.5. I think it could also rise up to 32.5. But I know my projection is a little bit lower, 34.86, so I really do like this edge here. I really think Sanchez goes out there and has another solid outing where he goes at least 5 or 6 with at least 5 to 6 strikeouts. He could easily get more, and I think he only gives up maybe 1 or 2 runs. I don't think he gives up more than 2. So the quality start could be there, and the win probability is also there for this number to get over. So that's the solid first pick. I'm locking that in on every slot play. Jumping to pick number 2, we're going Saquon Barkley over 16.5 receiving yards. My projection is at 25.7, and I got him at a 53.9% hit rate. So another one that's pretty. I'm liking this line. I'm thinking Barkley gets at least three receptions in this game. I think he can easily get over 16.5 receiving yards in those 3 receptions. The Giants, they do have a pretty solid front 7, but their secondary is not that good at all. I don't really know how much that factors into this pick because he's a running back. He's not going to be going down the field that much, but he could have a chance where he has like some wheel routes. But I'm expecting him to get some screen passes and he's able to bust free for some big gainers. Barkley's due to have a big, strong game. He hasn't had that yet this season. So I think no matter what prop you take tonight, his rushing yards, fantasy score, any kind of over on Barkley is going to be successful tonight. I just like the matchup here, and he's due for a big game. He hasn't had one yet this season. So it's a solid pick to lock in there. Number 2, pick number 3, we're going Braylon Braxton now, over 278.5 passing plus rushing yards. My projection for him is at 281.2, and I got him at a 50% hit rate. So sportsbooks, there's only like a couple sportsbooks that have this line out, and they're all very 50-50 on them. So I'm just going to put him at 50% hit rate. So it is a risky pick. Little game analysis here. We got, Georgia Southern and Southern Miss. And this is going to be a fun game to watch, I think. There's going to be a lot of points scored. I think total is set at 60.5, and I think Southern Miss is favored by 2.5 or 3.5 points. So they're easily saying that there should be a lot of points scored, really. That's what this line is saying. And my projection, it is pretty tight here. I actually had him going under his passing yards by like 10 yards, but I have him going over his rushing yards. So I'm just combining the two because I think there could be easily this Georgia Southern's defense is not that good. So I think that's another reason why this total is so high. And I really do think Braxton's one of those guys that's going to have a very phenomenal game tonight. If you like points, this is the game to watch. If you like to see explosive plays, this is also the game to watch. And that's why I'm locking in the over 278.5 passing and rushing yards. So jumping to pick number 4. We're going Gabriel Benyard over 49.5 receiving yards. My projection is at 72.6. Again, there's only like a couple sports books that have this line posted, and they're all saying 50-50 on them. But I think I have a pretty solid edge here, and let me tell you why. So we got Kennesaw State taking on Louisiana Tech. It's a 45.5 point total, so it's not that high of a total, not crazy. And Louisiana Tech is favored by 5.5 points. So that right there tells me right away Kennesaw State's likely going to be playing from behind most of the way. So the passing volume is going to be there. So also, this isn't a guy that's going to rack up a ton of receptions. This is a pure deep threat guy. So I'm only got him for like four or five receptions. But the reason I got him at 72.6 is because if you look at his recent games, this dude is getting at least a 40-yard plus per reception in every game he's played. Like, this is a pure deep threat guy. He's very good at getting open down the field. And I like the matchup here as well. I don't think Louisiana Tech is the strongest passing defense. I mean, they're okay, I guess. But I don't think it's enough that's going to, inhabit him from not getting open down the field. I think he still has the similar game he's been having all season. But with that being said, there is some risk in taking that as well because he's not, a heavy volume guy. You're hoping for that, like one or two receptions, to go deep down the field. You want like 30 plus receptions. So I don't know if he has a longest reception line out there. I didn't check that actually. I probably should have checked that. But if he does, I would easily take that over. I would think. I mean, depending on what the number is, if it's not too crazy. But he's also a guy that he can rack up volume at times. So I mean, it's going to depend on how that matchup goes. But I really do like this over here for pick number 4. Jumping to pick number 5, we got Jake Retzloff over 56.5 rushing yards. I got him at 73.6 with a more of a comfortable edge here, 53.06% hit rate. This is going to be one of the funnest games to watch on the Thursday college football side of things. East Carolina and Tulane. This is one of the two I would say better mid-major football programs you're going to find out there. Both of these quarterbacks are very, very solid, I would say. And I got another pick here I'm going to take here next. That's on the other side of this game. But with Retzloff here, I was looking at his passing line actually. I was going to take his under on the passing line because East Carolina does have a pretty strong passing defense. But when I thought about that, I know East Carolina has a pretty strong passing defense compared to their rushing defense. And I know Retzloff, he's the kind of guy that's going to take what the defense gives him. And I think the defense gives him plenty of rushing opportunities in this. So with that being said, I think him going over 56.5 is going to be a very solid edge here. I think it makes some plays on the ground. I don't think East Carolina is going to be able to contain Retzloff because Retzloff is a guy that likes to take off and run. So this should be a pretty fun game to watch. I think Tulane's actually favored by 7.5. So again, if they get ahead, maybe you see some more read option plays as well. So the rushing opportunities I think are going to be there. So I'm locking in the over 56.5 rushing yards. Even though I don't like taking rushing yards on quarterbacks in the college because sacks count as rushing yards. So, but I don't think they get many sacks in this game. I think Retzloff has the ability to escape the pocket. So I think he does that in this game. So jumping into the last pick here, we're taking the other side of this game. Like I said, Anthony Smith over 60.5 receiving yards. I got him projected at 72.5 with a very slight over on the hit rate, 50.82. So this is another one that's, kind of 50-50 pick. And that's why I'm giving you guys these hit rate numbers because I'm giving all like the true, fair probability that these are going to hit. So once again, this is going to be one of the funner games to watch on the Thursday slate. And East Carolina, they got a really good quarterback. He likes to throw it. So especially in a game that they're supposed to be playing from behind, they're going to need their wide receiver 1, Anthony Smith, who's one of the best, underrated mid-major wide receivers in the country. This dude can ball. So I've seen him. I'll watch him play several times. So he's always made big plays. And I think today he's going to have to make some big plays if they want to make this game competitive and if they want to win. Anthony Smith's got to be the guy. I mean, they have 3 receivers that are all pretty solid, but Anthony Smith is clearly the number 1 receiver. If you want to look for other angles in this game, you could take over on any one of their other 3 wide receivers. I think Brolick Spalding is one, and Smith is the other one. There's two Smiths on their team. I can't remember his first name, but there's two Smiths. Anthony Smith is number one receiver. I'm locking in the over here to close out the slip. And that's going to do it for the slip, guys. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And drop a comment down below with y'all's favorite plays of the day. And let me know, how y'all have been doing over the last couple videos with these picks. I know we haven't been hitting pretty nicely over the last couple days. I'm not even going to lie. But we got back on the winning way today. So if you guys tailed any of my picks yesterday, let me know in the comments section. Let me know what picks you guys took. Maybe if you didn't tail every single one, let me know which ones you guys did tail, if I helped you out at all. I really, it's my pleasure, really. I just want to help you guys out, make better decisions playing PrizePicks. So, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video, Friday. Just looking ahead real quick. Got some college football, I believe, and some baseball, I think. Yeah, I think the Mariners and Tigers games on a Friday, so... Yeah, so we got that in college football. So we should have another free 6-pick coming up. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, once again, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my free daily picks. That's going to do it, and I'll see you in the next one.